Mandy Rose says that NXT is all about her, and I guess that will continue to be true for the foreseeable future after she retained the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Stand and Deliver in a fatal four-way against Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray, and Cara Jade. This was actually a pretty good match. I enjoyed this. Mandy Rose winning in the end with the knee to the face of Io Shirai, who had just hit the moonsault on Cara Jade, and it looked like she was seconds away from closing in. Looked like we were about to have a new champion, but then Mandy Rose from nowhere running in and smashing her knee into the face of Io Shirai, and this means that her NXT Championship journey will continue. Earlier in the night, the other two members of Toxic Attraction lost their tag team titles, and I was kind of thinking that perhaps maybe there was a lot of title changes on this show already up to the point of Mandy Rose's match. Every title had changed hands, and I was beginning to doubt whether Mandy Rose would retain or not. I thought maybe she might be losing the belt and perhaps Toxic Attraction were going to be traded to either Raw or SmackDown and begin a journey there. Plus, Mandy Rose is, 31 now? You can definitely see NXT is going in a younger direction, a newer direction. And I'm not saying Mandy Rose is old. I mean, I'm fucking 31, so I'm not saying she's old at all. But I thought perhaps they were maybe thinking about moving Toxic Attraction on, but not quite. And I know fucking Mandy Rose is going to get a shitload of hate because, you know, she's not an indie darling. She never, you know, grew up wrestling for a living. She was a fitness model and just ended up, you know, getting a job in WWE through Tough Enough. And I get that. That's probably why people don't like her. But, I mean, her character work is great. She looks great. She's actually okay in the ring. I mean, she doesn't have to be the best technical wrestler ever. I mean, look at John Cena. He wasn't the greatest technical wrestler ever, but he was like, you know, he was the man. He was the guy for well over a decade, almost a decade and a half. So, you know, let's cut her some fucking slack here. But I know the indie fanboys are never going to love Mandy Rose. But for me, Mandy Rose is one of the best women in WWE at the moment. And I'm happy she retained her title at NXT Stand and Deliver. Anyway, guys, that's it. Breaking news. Mandy Rose still your NXT Women's Champion.